Welcome back, terrible listeners, to our third episode, second in the story of our Masks campaign. I am your Game Master, Justin Ecock, and I am surrounded by my heroes here. They have only 2 episodes to solve what has happened to them, or they might never fix what's gone on. They don't even know what they've done. It's great. I'm looking forward to revealing it to them, but I can't do that without them sitting here at my table. So, sitting around at my right, your left.
Hey everybody, it's me, Cassie D20 Love Chew.
And who are you playing, Cassie D20 Love Chew?
I am playing the Beacon Soul.
Mm-hmm. You still got your banana bread. Or did you eat it all up on the roof?
I still do. I stew. Jeez, I still do.
You stew?
I stewed all my banana bread.
You stew your banana bread? That is not
I do still
how
have
you bread.
I do still have this large Tupperware container of mini banana bread loaves. I have given now one to the Boomerang Kid and one to Masshole.
Everyone who
Wisp has not taken one that I know of.
everyone who has taken banana bread from the Beacon, do you already have influence over? Like,
yeah,
do you have
everybody
influence?
does.
Do you have influence over them for them taking your bread?
I have influence over everybody except for Wisp.
Well, you have it now because Wisp took your banana bread.
Well, I don't know that because she stole it.
Right.
So wait, no, I do have one over Wisp.
It's over.
I don't have one over the Boomerang Kid.
Boomerang Kid. So for Boomerang Kid, you now have influence over Boomerang Kid.
Yay.
And for Boomerang, and for Masshole, though, you already have influence. So you get to shift a label.
Oh.
Because I'm all about getting meta with your jokes and making them into mechanical turns. So what would you like to shift up? How do you see Masshole? Of those labels, which one do you see them most as, and which do you see them least as?
I have over the short bit of time that I have known Masshole, he's done a lot of really strange things that I have never seen anyone do before. So I would probably shift him down in mundane.
Okay.
I don't want to do this.
It's fine. It's just it's important how our friends feel about each other.
They're probably fine exactly the way they are.
Yeah. So does that mean then that they're superior?
Or freak, or dangerous even.
If they're fine just the way they are, then maybe that makes them a good savior.
I don't know, friends help friends grow.
Yeah.
Well, how did you feel about that, like, weird showing up in the floor and then making you show up on the ceiling?
On the roof.
Well, maybe I would shift superior up then because I feel like, oh man, he's so cool.
Pretty OP.
And I'm already like,
Oh,
she's already
boy.
feeling kind of beaten down a little bit because everybody
depth.
keeps on calling her a bystander. It's like, oh man, he's got such cool powers. And I'm
Just wait. One day they're going to be like, that's Soul, the bystander hero.
all right, so I guess I would shift.
Bystand up.
I would shift his mundane down.
One thing
his
I
superior
forgot to
up.
do at the end of the last session that I'm going to do this one is our end of session questions. While you're up on that roof reflecting on, like, we don't really know what's going on, but you also have a moment of at least we're all here together. So, Soul, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image, or grow away from the team?
Oh. I guess I would say I grew into the team a little bit.
Who made you feel welcome?
I would say maybe Masshole did.
So Masshole made you feel welcome. Yeah, they came to you directly.
Yeah.
So
We need you.
give influence to that character. You already have influence.
Yes.
So you have an opportunity to shift around Soul's labels as well. So that's probably
Okay.
reciprocal.
Neat.
And clear condition, which you've already cleared, and mark potential.
Who? Oh, I'm marking
For
potential?
Soul, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For growing closer to the team, you get to mark potential.
Yay.
And real quick, we don't want to spend too much time on the sessions. Masshole, what shifts labels would you?
I'm going to boost Soul's savior up one. She jumped into danger twice. Only one that I really particularly know about, I guess. But really, being selfless. For shifting down, I'll shift down mundane.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, one of us. One of us.
Well, I see her not as mundane. Right? Like, I know she, like, in my character's view, it's like, no, she's the key, right?
Yeah. So
That's true.
So then right to Masshole, did you grow closer to the team, grow more into yourself, or grow away from the team? And think that the rest of you are getting the same question. So think of what your answers.
I'll say grow closer.
Grow closer. Who made you feel welcome? Most welcome.
Wisp.
Wisp.
So, brought me right into the action.
Wisp, you have influence over Masshole already. Mm-hmm. So shift a label on Masshole for us.
Oh boy.
Sure.
This is just a great example. Like, it happens a lot in this game. Don't get used to your stats until you level up. Leveling up allows you to reject the influence of an NPC that you name permanently and lock in a stat. And then those are like the moments though where Robin becomes Nightwing and stops listening to Batman. Right? Those are like, it has to be like those big monumental moments where you're like, you know what, Silverworth, you don't define me. Stuck to the hand, and then you lock in your savior stat, and it never changes again.
Also,
and that's
you're
part of you
problematic as fuck.
That's you like growing up and knowing who you are and not being defined by how others see you, which is where we are in that stages right now. You don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So sorry. Off on a tangerine, back to Wisp.
Sure. Honestly, I felt kind of let down that
100%.
that you just froze up, and I was like, well, I sort of, I kind of saw you as a peer a lot of the time. So I think honestly, I'm going to take Superior down by 1.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this applies, but maybe like Freak up by 1.
Or
and
Danger. You're a danger to the team. If you're gonna
Danger
freeze
1
up.
is good. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
So Danger. However, you still get to clear that condition, so you're not afraid anymore.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
you get to clear a condition and mark potential.
Okay, we'll do.
Oh, sorry. Clear a condition or mark potential. Do you want to remain afraid or do you want to mark potential?
I want to play out being afraid in the game, so
Yeah.
I'll mark potential. I don't want to just scrub that off. I want to have a reason. Right?
Nice. Yeah, I like that. So Wisp, did you grow closer to the team? Grow
I felt
into
like I grew a
yourself?
little bit away,
Or grew away from the team?
a little bit away from the team. I just I felt like I took action, and I didn't obviously, I'm a teenager. I'm not fully wise and everything, but I sort of saw these guys just doing nothing. I didn't see any of that interaction there, right? I kind of felt like, geez, am I all alone? Why am I on the team?
Yeah, that's a good read of the situation. You were yeah. In particular on the roof, you were being super, and I was not.
I had banana loaves.
So then, you get to take influence that someone has over you away from them.
Ooh,
So
okay.
who currently has influence over Wisp? All of you?
Yeah, I think I take that away from Boom. From
You take it
Masshole,
away
sorry.
from Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take it away from Masshole. And so that's what that happens. You don't mark potential or clear conditions, but it allows you to remove influence over someone. So then Boomerang, you're the last one. Did you grow closer to the team, grow more into yourself, or grow away from the team?
It's a good question. I'm trying to think about which one kind of best suits the whole kind of situation. I mean, I saw a little bit of team stuff. I saw Soul jump into battle to kind of a little bit foolhardily, but jumped right on in to kind of defend. And then I saw Masshole open up a hole to say, "Hey, come on, let's get together," kind of a thing. So I will say that I grew closer to the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who made you feel most welcome?
I'd probably say Masshole, I think,
All right.
because
you
of the
already
whole
have influence over Boomer.
Yes.
So do another label shift for us.
Okay.
Everybody's shifting your stuff.
I'm going to maybe we'll do it. So I caught when I stuck my head through, I caught the end of you
that's
standing
cool.
up, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
witnessed that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bump up your danger
Okay.
because I saw you jumping into the fray, right?
Okay.
I was impressed by that. This
Yeah,
little
you're a
tiny little.
badass.
Yeah, exactly, right. And I'll knock down. Maybe you're superior because maybe I also saw that the villain got away, and it was
Yeah,
you weren't able to.
Just pinged off his helmet. Ding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
that
you
be
were brave, but you
superior
also
or
failed, right?
savior?
You couldn't figure it out. Sorry, you're superior down 1 and your danger up 1.
Yeah.
All right, and now you don't have any conditions, do you, Boomer?
I did actually. I had hopeless,
So you can clear that, or you can mark potential.
or I can mark potential.
Yeah, you can either take a potential point, or you can clear your condition.
I will. You know what? Let's take a little bit of. Let's take some risks.
Level up.
Take a little bit more into my potential.
So does that mean, if I'm looking at it correctly, who has 3 potential?
I believe I do. I have 3 potential.
Yeah. and everyone else is at 2.
I have none.
You have no potential.
No potential.
Oh, the
He was the
delinquent-
only one succeeding.
The you know what? The delinquent has no potential.
Oh, no.
Just a burnout.
Oh,
Better to be a burnout than to fade away.
too real. So you're up on this roof, and something has changed. Like the whole city looks different. Like it's the gleam is gone, and it's a little, and you're in a much quieter part of the area, and where you would have expected to see like all these students evacuated who are all heading outside. This lot is abandoned, and if you're just gonna make your way back inside and down, it's a school, but it's a school that hasn't been used in a very long time. Like everything looks outdated. It's got like, Cold War propaganda stuff on the walls, and it's like the whole duck and cover in case of an attack, and it's and there's dust everywhere. It's an abandoned building now, and
This is not the academy that I've read about.
all the
This is-
renovations that the academy went through. This is an older building now. Still, none of those renovations happened.
Maybe
Where the fuck are we? Or
have we
when?
jumped back in time? I mean, if this doesn't look like an up to code building.
Up to code.
You hear
Is there anybody around?
you hear a door open, gunk slam down the hall, and you see the light of a flashlight.
Masshole kind of, even though he's probably much larger than Kid Boomerang, kind of like slinks in behind you and tries his best to kind of like cower behind you.
I'm gonna try and like mild
Boomerang
mannered.
is the shortest
I know,
person
exactly.
in the group, and you're already like an almost 7 foot
I
tall,
know.
wiry
I feel like I just
superhuman.
kind of like pat him on the
Exactly.
shoulder, like hang on, and I want to try my mild mannered.
He's the brave one.
Guys, I don't know what's happening. I think we need to get out. This doesn't feel good.
I agree. Let's leave as soon as we can.
I'm still trying to figure out in my head what's going on here. All
down
of a
the
sudden, we
hall.
just
All right, you kids, no one's allowed in here. Show yourselves, or we'll
right.
call the police.
I'm gonna try and mild mannered. This guy doesn't know who I am. I'm gonna like hang on a sec, and I kind
gonna-
of like
I'm
go
gonna
around a
help also.
corner and pull my mask off for a sec, and kind of tuck it away a little bit, and I'll try to roll the mild mannered. So it's
Okay.
2. Ooh, 4 plus 2, 6. Oh, it's only a 6 though. Just trying to go around the corner and just kind of like, oh, I'm really sorry, mister. We didn't know we were supposed to be in here. It just seemed really
And you
interesting.
stop halfway through because this mister is... It was weird that you didn't recognize the voice, but it's deeper and a little gruffer, more worn out, and he's got a beard, but the security guard is Amos.
Amos.
And you can see, like, there's his name badge, and it's the same. It's still, Robert Amos for guard of security or something. Just some
Well, now
like,
I definitely got to keep that mask away.
and you're like, did you actually say Amos? Mr. Amos?
No, I don't think so. But I would have saw the tag and kind of like froze up like mid sentence.
And he's just like, whatever, kid. Just you need to get off the property. If I have to call the police again for more vandals, I just don't need the paperwork.
Oh, we're just looking around. I swear, we'll go right now.
You need to leave right now.
I like quickly in mid turn kind of like pop the mask back on again, and make my way back over towards the rest of the group. Guys, we gotta go, but I'll tell you why later. But we gotta get the hell out of here. You're right.
Okay, so do we want to? We don't have to go through every single step here. We can just exit the building and get right out.
Can I just port us?
Yeah, you can pour it out. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, where do we end up?
I think I want to have like a bit of distance from. So
do you have
like,
a secret base?
Yeah, where do you hang out, like outside of school?
Where's your treehouse?
I feel like there's an abandoned bar. It like used to be like a punk club and stuff like that, and it's just like dilapidated and run down, and doors like long since foreclosed.
Oh boy,
Okay, so you're porting us into the
this
dilapidated
could
bar.
be very
I have a
We
interesting.
managed to get the
very-
power
oh,
going.
boy,
Like Boomerang Kid managed to like keep the power going, so
Yeah.
at least we have like
Yeah.
power and stuff in there.
So you set up the portal, and everyone jumps through.
But
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or well,
Or
is your teleportation a portal, or is it like you touch and we just like?
I'm thinking like Nightcrawler Bamf. Like if
oh
I'm
yeah,
holding
yeah. So
something
everyone
like
group hug,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you bamf right into the middle of a deli.
Yeah.
And it's like all
That's
brightly
amazing.
lit, and there's like a whole wall. It's like a Schwartz deli kind of thing. People
Whoa.
lining up for cold cut meats.
Do it again. Do it
And-
again.
and someone looks and screams.
Do it again. Do it again.
Get us out of here.
The roof.
Fuck Bamf.
Yeah, where we go now?
I think
You know, honestly, at that point, that might be unleash your powers to do it again. Do it
Okay,
again. Because you don't really
Yeah.
have a known destination,
Oh,
and it's a
neat.
little too quick, and it's
Oh,
like
neat.
you're caught off. You're flat-footed right now.
Oh,
9.
Dude, you're too good. You're never gonna level up like this. And you're all rolling with the same dice, and some are just rolling low. So
Yeah.
here on Unleash Powers, when you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, which is do it again, do it again, do it again, you were rolling on Freak, and you succeeded. Now plus Freak, what was that number?
It's a 0.
The 9,
No
so it's
modifier,
just still a 9.
9. Yep.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Sure.
So do you want to mark a condition, or do you want to let that be in my realm?
I'm gonna let that up to you.
Ooh, neat.
So do it again, do it again, do it again, and the three of you disappear, and Boomerang is still in the deli.
Shit.
and you show up in a park, closer to the center of like the financial district of Halcyon, and you drop right into the park, and you're keeps thinking you're in a different year, and there's a newspaper though that you can grab,
Yep.
just out of the can, and it is today's date,
Okay.
but the newspaper is boring, and this is Halcyon City.
Right.
Newspaper is never boring.
uh-oh.
This is all just like election polling and crime rates
Oh.
steady, unemployment at 2%.
I have a really, really, really bad feeling about
Yeah,
this.
I feel like Boomerang Kid totally is. I'm thinking this, so I'm thinking Boomerang Kid. So on the way out, he grabs maybe like a paper too. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
yeah, you're all having the
yeah.
same Marty McFly moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Go.
I want to flick to the power rankings section to see what happened. Like who?
There's a
'cause-
Powerball for the lottery.
Yep.
So
yep.
I'm imagining like the
I thought
section of
so.
the newspaper that's like the like these are the up and
There's
comers.
the
These
sports
are the
section. There's the car section.
but like the section of the
the
newspaper
funny
where it's
papers
like
are
these
only
are
on
the
Sunday.
or like usually like these are the heroes that have like done great things, and these are
Yeah,
the
the
heroes who are
baseball
like losing
stats.
face. So like that's what I want to flick to. The
Yeah,
heroes.
the
Powerball.
Halcyon Colliders are still in the playoffs for the World Series.
Sure.
So I'm
That's what
I'm
says to you, like, we must find this Powerball. Perhaps they can help us.
I think as you're flipping through it, you're not finding that
That's
section.
Yep.
kind of what I'm going
Yeah.
for. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find like that. And
It's not there.
It's not there. You're finding sports stats and
It's like, hey guys, where are the power rankings? What's like, wouldn't this be a big shift?
guys. I don't know how, but I think where we are right now, other superheroes don't exist.
Shit just got real.
So, Boomerang Kid, you're in this funny little Halloween costume, and you're outside the deli on the street.
I want to like classic Clark Kent. I want to find a telephone booth.
Find like an alleyway somewhere.
Pull
Peter
my
Parker.
shit off, put it in the backpack, reveal my like checkered plaid white and blue shirt and my like I don't know. I feel
There's
like
where-
brown corduroy pants.
All right. You're going to have to like I don't fucking know what role that is to find a telephone booth in 2018.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Where are you
Back room.
finding to go hide?
An alleyway is fine, I suppose.
Yeah. So
Who's
you,
this like 11-year-old kid taking your clothes off in an alley?
I'm 12, almost 13. Thank you.
I could
I
throw more.
apologize.
I could throw more stuff in to make that awkward, but I don't want to hold you up for too much time. So
no.
you're used to swapping your costume pretty quickly because you do that every morning on your way to school and on your way back too. And so you dive into an alley, you get behind a dumpster, you just swap around. You kind of got like plain clothes underneath parts of your costume as well. So it's a pretty quick change. You stuffed them into maybe part of your uniform like folds up into a
it's really
backpack.
like
And so it's
function over
it's like
fashion.
it's got like little straps on the inside, so it just looks like a regular backpack, but you can like unhook it and put it on.
Yep.
So you got your
That
backpack.
sounds awesome.
It's kind of great.
Yeah. I say like
And,
a poncho that wraps around everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like my kigurumis. You can roll them up and you can stuff the hood, and just the hood kind of folds it all into a big ball.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, that's it.
He's a
that's
clever kid. That's
he's
exactly
he's a
what
very
he made.
clever kid. Yeah,
I think he made it first, actually.
yeah, and you've also got like kinetic powers. He can like squish things in a little bit more than they can.
Makes
An
sense.
amazing folder.
Yeah, you gotta be careful though, because if you go past 8 folds, you could divide 0, and that's like crossing the streams. You never crush
never do
past
that.
8 folds.
Yeah. It's just a giant crater.
That's your ultimate.
I'm imagining like, you know how you see those commercials like, oh, the bags to keep your storage of like clothes and blankets, and then you use a vacuum to like suck the air out of the bag so it lays really flat.
So you've been exactly that.
So now
One of your
here I
little
am-
boomerangs things is just like a vacuum seal.
Yeah.
So you
Now I'm here with me and my
so you got your
my
freeze
boomerang
dried
alone.
uniform in your backpack, and you're cut off. And yeah, like Halcyon is looking boring and separate.
Oh man, this is a pretty pickle.
It's a pretty pickle.
But as you're going down the street, up on the TV is Dr. Answer. And it's Answer Me This. And it's a call-in live TV daytime show with TV's favorite celebrity doctor. Was that your last name? Was Answer?
It is now.
Dr. Ans?
It was Aiden Asher.
Oh, Asher. So
Asher.
Dr. Asher.
Asher's answers.
Yeah.
Asher's answers. Asher's answers.
Ash me a question.
Asher.
why?
Asher's to Asher's. The bereavement.
Answers to ashes.
Oh, good God.
So he's a celebrity. Well, actually, that's today's topic: is Asher's to Asher's, how to deal with end of life care, and he's doing that is a call in daytime Dr. Phil Doctor, and there he is. He's up on TV, and you call in now. And the number's on the screen, and he's got a guest on the show and having a.
He has one of these moments of just like, Dad?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still his name, it's still
Yeah.
there, but you knew he had like a career brief stint in TV or something. Like there was something going on, like a documentary crew or something, and then he just didn't want any part of that. He got back in. He doesn't like the because fame is for the superheroes, and superheroes are corrupt, and so he never got involved in it.
Now, can I I don't know if it's a role or anything, but does he look younger? Does he look
No.
the same age?
Looks the same age.
The same age.
It's today.
It's today.
You didn't go anywhen.
Well, if he's
Anyway.
if he's here, am I still here?
You're right there.
But is there another me? Because
Yeah.
that's kind of my dad, but not my dad.
Today he's your greatest dad you've ever known.
I got to try and track these guys down. I got to find out where the hell they all went.
Yeah, do we have like cell phones or whatever?
I mean, you've got gadgetry. You can
I
totally
do.
retcon like little team pings.
I'll just, you know what, my boomerang is supposed to be this like little mild sentience kind of a thing, and I give it a
Your
toss
cell
up in
phones
the
all
air.
still work. It's
Really?
still on the same network.
Okay.
The network, but it's like you're roaming, and you're on like you're not on HTT. You're on like another like mundane.
Oh, it's gonna
network.
charge me like crazy. I just throw the boomerang and go find them.
I mean, you're 12. You probably don't pay for your own phone bill. So
It's true. It's my dad. He's gonna be like, "What the hell? $600?"
You don't want
Where
your,
did you travel to?
Where did you travel to?
you don't want your dad even more pissed with you.
It's true. It's true. I'll try and reach out to these guys then somehow.
Yeah, it's just like going to another country.
Yeah.
You just got your phone. It still just connects to a network. You're just now paying by the minute.
Yeah.
boy, oh boy,
It's
that's real
it's
expensive.
12 cents per megabyte
Whew.
on the data plan.
Whew.
Type yes to accept the charges.
Yes.
I
Right.
feel like at this point we don't really have a lot of choice.
And so yeah, they weren't far. You only went up a block across the street over into the park. It was just like a panic jump.
Okay.
Like lucky you didn't go into a wall, but it worked. And so
just like panic farted us into the park.
As soon as seeing him, like,
thing is, you have gotten
hell
out of
was
your
that?
super suit.
oh yeah, shit.
So what do you want to do if you're out of your super suit and you're
wouldn't
walking around the
even
street?
recognize it. I
You
think-
can walk around. The three of them still look like clowns.
Yeah. I guess I want to walk around. I want to see more evidence of like. I mean, the paper shows nothing about supers. Are there
Yeah.
posters around? Are there? Does it look like there's supers flying through the sky?
There is there's your dad on the TV. But yeah, there is no evidence of any super society.
So we're superfluous.
It's as if the super part of history never happened.
Supercilious.
I mean, I guess you could go to the History of Natural Museum, to the Quad Center, and
kinda
find
like-
the murals that were smashed up. But there's history, there's libraries, there's ways to track things down and do things up. We can do some time jumps here to learn.
Yeah.
I'll just answer you. You can assess.
So it's
the
kind of like
situation.
I'll hack my phone a little bit,
and-
call you guys, and be like, let's meet somewhere important, somewhere that we can maybe try and find some answers or something.
Do we receive this?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. You guys can reconnect and talk.
Okay.
We'll say
I just
fiddled
want to
with
throw in the
everybody's
mix
phones.
of like you took your mask off. So
yeah.
Because remember, we don't. I think only Soul knows your true
It's
identity.
true. So I'm not confronting you guys.
Right.
I'm talking to you guys on
Right.
the phone. I'm not showing you what I look
Right.
like.
Cool.
yeah. You left me on the wrong side of town.
Yeah,
You don't let them know that you're
What the
as
hell
close
was
as they
that?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bit. How far? Do you have any idea how far you went? This could have been disastrous.
I think we're already in a disaster. What the hell is going on here?
Everything seems to be exactly the same way. Just no supers. Nothing is super powered. No masks. Nothing. Everything's normal. I guess.
How is this-
Guys,
how-
I think we failed. I think that was our opportunity
I'm gonna,
to save the future, and we blew it.
Oh, we didn't do your start a session. Connect the dots.
We can do it.
Yeah, we'll do it next one.
Yeah,
Toward the end.
Well,
So
let's
the,
not jump to conclusions.
No, I recognized. I don't remember who they are, but Dominus was there, and I know they're responsible somehow.
And they're still here. Like they floated away. They're still here.
We did. Okay, right.
Yeah, you
right.
saw them
So we-
after the flash.
they're
At
they're
least
still out
at
there.
least Vortex.
So we
and
need to find them.
Infinity and Dominus are still
Can't-
around.
Can
Guys,
I?
they don't know. They don't know we were here. Why don't we just hide out? Let things kind of blow over. They don't need to know we're here, right?
Can I roll?
You're already.
Can
a
I
refugee
roll
from
to
time.
comfort? I would like to roll for
Absolutely.
comfort.
Oh,
You
that's
can
a good
absolutely
one.
roll.
Yeah.
I was hoping somebody would.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm still- I'm
you're
afraid.
still afraid. Yeah.
That's a good roll.
Oh, that's a good
Is
roll.
it plus mundane?
So
But-
so my mundane is now +2. That's gonna be an 11.
So you mark potential. Mm-hmm. That's another way to mark potential is by comforting. And clear a condition. It doesn't have to be yours. It can be anyone's.
Yeah,
And so
I would like to clear his fear, please.
Thank you so much.
And
I have to ask: is there anything in particular that you say that would help?
if they open up to you,
Yeah.
on a 10, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition of yourself. So there's going to be another team pool here, but how are you?
Yeah.
He's on the floor. It was Dominus.
We
So
blew
I-
it. It was
so
our
I-
chance.
That was it.
So I go
Mission
over.
over. Game over, man.
So I go over and I put like one arm around his shoulder. I'm like, hey, you know, it's okay. We're all here. We're all heroes. We'll find a way out. We'll find a way to fix
That's
this.
what it means to be a
Yes.
hero.
Yeah.
To be here.
That's what we do. We
Right.
fix problems.
Right.
And
Soul.
then I open up the container of banana bread. I offer another one
It's like
to him.
it's like a bag of holding. It's
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like like in a video game where you'd have like the plate of food and you just go to grab it and it just generates the food in the hand but doesn't actually take anything away from the plate. You
Yeah.
just keep pulling from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Masspulse like, yes, Soul, you're very wise. Yeah, you must be right. maybe we played things exactly as we were supposed to, and this is how we're supposed to fix things.
Yeah.
In this reality.
You're up to 3 team pool now. You're doing pretty well.
Woo!
And these muffins are scrumptious.
I'm glad you like them.
Yeah, the art of bread making has
Yeah.
been lost for centuries.
Totally. There are no rocks in this.
There's no flour.
Jeez.
Which
kind
color
of
of
bread?
mud water did you use to distill the icing?
I haven't seen yellow mud water since I found that radioactive landfill.
Oh no.
It's sort of like medieval Fallout.
Oh dear.
I want to turn on Masshole a little bit. I'm still a bit pissy about the
Totally.
roof and what happened, and so I
Totally.
want to be like, what the fuck? You froze up there. Like, what's going on?
I know. I'm
Like, who are these
trying
people?
to remember. I recognize Dominus, and I know they're important. I don't remember how, and I let you down. I apologize, but I assure you that wasn't my intention. I'm still trying to put things back together, and it's painful at times, and it's hard to focus and concentrate.
Do you still have influence over him?
I do still have influence over him, yet.
You have the option if you're really mad, little PvP, take advantage of your influence over someone. You would surrender the influence, but you can inflict a condition on them. You can give them -2 on a move that they just made after the roll. So you can hold on to that and use it later to make them trip up.
I'm going to take an
Or you
additional
can take
+1 on a move targeting them after the roll. So next time, like, something happens,
Where it says after the roll, you would actually roll that, and then if you fail and you need that +1, you need that little edge over, you can then, after the roll, declare that you're taking advantage and then roll that in if you want to be antagonistic.
So do I roll for influence?
Not for now. There actually isn't a roll at all when you
Yep.
take advantage because you're surrendering. It's an automatic adjustment to rolls.
Yep.
But for this scene, it was like if you want to just make him feel hopeless or insecure on top of all that fear, like she just cleared a condition, you want to stack another one in there, make him afraid all over again. God, I just calmed him down. I was just saying that's something. If you're feeling antagonistic, is something that you have
Yeah,
at your
like-
disposal.
'Cause I actually think that I want to make him feel guilty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
Here.
So this happens, this like little altercation happens,
Yeah.
and like Soul like shoots Wisp a look like, dude, why? Like, why would you do this?
So
Like,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So that he's like, how did you let this happen? You're
Yeah.
up on the roof.
Oh yeah, I feel guilty. I mean, if you talk.
my arm is still around
Yeah.
Masshole. Like I just look at her like,
See, I
can
feel
you not?
yeah, I feel like this mentality is the
muffin crumb like comes rolling out of this like void in his face, so like he kind of like sinks into himself again.
I feel like let's just say I've met up with you guys at this point. Mask back
Doesn't-
on again, but
Well, doesn't Soul have influence over me?
I do.
You do, and you're like a person who I like honestly try to impress with my antics. It's gonna make me feel just like I feel weird about having attacked like Masshole if you're the one who's giving me shit about it.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna feel a bit.
You can't admit it, but there's like, I don't know if I'm shipping it.
I'm just like, look, fuck. I'm sorry. I don't. What's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. This is big, and I don't know why.
So
Like, I'm.
So I go over to Wisp
like,
and like
it's usually
put
so-
one hand on her shoulder, and it's like, it's all gonna be okay. We're all here. We're gonna get through this together.
But and then I think I'm just like, I failed.
No one failed anything. It's
Hey,
okay.
You know what this is starting to sound
feel like
These
we
are
all
team
kind of
dynamics
failed.
that are happening here on the
Yeah.
back of your party. Even though you're not, you're celebrating a triumphant victory and that you didn't get erased from time. But you're having
True.
these moments of openness with each other. And as much as I want to like trigger the next event, I'm kind of enjoying the four of you just sitting
Yeah.
in a park sharing your feelings.
this is
Just
just
superhero RPG.
this is just the
what
four
I'm
of us
here
like
for.
in a park.
This is your doing,
This
Cassie.
is me.
What could four rookie
Parking in
heroes possibly stand to achieve in a time like this? This is
You're the only ones,
beyond
though.
us.
But because you're the only ones left. There's who else is going
Yeah,
to
we're the only heroes left.
step up?
Like
They might be the only supervillains, but we're the only superheroes. We're the only ones that.
Sorry,
can-
that was just a raving homeless man in the
Yeah,
park.
just-
You're the only ones left. You gotta step up, son. And he just keeps walking past.
God, where did he come from?
World is scary now.
Perhaps that was Powerball.
I'm still like on this kind of tear of just like feeling like shitty and vulnerable and stuff.
Numbers to 4, 7, 83, 12, 92.
It's code.
It's just like a walking number station.
I just like I offer another like banana loaf.
Sure, yeah, but I'm so like I'm still feeling vulnerable, and I'm like
Yeah.
I can't. I felt alone up there, guys. I can't do this alone.
Well, you're not
And
gonna-
like that for me is kind of like a realization.
Yeah.
none of us can do this alone.
Yeah. We're all here. We're not alone because we got each other.
Is there something that we could roll to kind of help him, or do you have a condition on you?
Well, you have
Do I roll for comfort again?
when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence over you and ask them who they'd like you to be. Mark potential if you show them that kind of person. If they're a teammate, add a team to the pool no matter what. So he's having a moment of, I'm sharing you my weaknesses with this team.
I'm feeling alone and vulnerable and
So,
shitty. And
you're, I mean, and I think Soul is already doing that. Like, you just need to be here. You need to be the hero that we're all trying to be. And then as long as you just remain present here, then
Yeah.
you can demonstrate that. I'm reading the scene correctly, I think. Yeah. Look at you all sharing. This is actually like the most feels I think a superhero RPG has ever gotten in the history.
Yay, feel.
I mean, hey, I know I don't want to wait for my
Super
life to be over.
feelings. I don't wanna wait. Now that's in my head.
Oh no.
Well,
You should just that's my quirk. I can get any song stuck in your head just by yelling a couple of words at you. The earworm.
Maslow speaks up and goes, "No, Wisp is right. I own a lot of responsibility in this. I could have helped on the roof and I didn't. I think we need to find out who this Dominus person is. It's painful, but let me reach into my mind and see if I can dig anything else up.
Dots.
Connect the dots, exactly.
I keep wanting to
So-
interrupt, but it's like this. I'm just enjoying it too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something.
Is there
bonus
cool
time.
like Jeopardy thinking music while the dots are being connected?
No, I
So-
think it's gonna be more of a.
Masshole pulls at his like mask basically, and kind of like it kind of peels off. You can see his face for the first time.
Oh.
And you can tell you can see there's like some fear on his face. So I'm gonna do the when I push myself
You
to
have to
remember
declare-
the version of someone that exists in your future. So I roll. I mark a condition.
By the way, Cass, you have been declared Team Mom. by
Team
Discord
mom,
channel.
team
Totally.
mom, team
there we
mom.
go.
I also love that, like, aren't I Cass?
I'm
I'm
gonna-
Cass, right?
Oh yeah, actually, and they didn't differentiate. It's just CAS.
Am I Team Mom?
Both of you, Team Mom,
Mom.
co-moms, troubled mom, happy mom,
Oh no!
stressed out mom, wino mom.
So,
It's
Didn't
almost
wanna
like-
be a mom.
This is where I like turn to the camera and I'm like, it's almost like we're a bunch of terrible warriors. We're worrying.
Connect the dots.
so I'll take insecure as a condition,
Yeah.
Oh boy!
and I'm rolling
Every
plus-
time he tries to reach into his memories, it stresses him out in your
yeah.
market condition.
Yeah, and just pulling the
It
mask
hurts.
off is painful too. It's like tearing at my fiber and all that
Yeah, it's
stuff.
kind of like the Venom suit.
Yeah.
It's like it's all woven in.
4, 5, 6, 7
Okay.
on the dot because
Yeah, seven's fine. The 7 still counts as a hit
Yep. Okay, so
because your memories are at 0 now.
yes, exactly. On a hit, you connect who they are now to who they are in the future. Choose that role that they fulfill in the future, and the GM will tell you about their future self.
So who are you
Dominus.
declaring?
I'm
Yeah.
going to declare that Dominus is the architect.
Yeah. And on a 7 to 9, what happens?
That's basically it. As I choose the role that they fulfill in the future, and you, as the GM, will tell me about their future self. So, what Dominus
so
that
you
I
don't
would
have
be
the
familiar
control
with.
over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you that they're going to be the architect.
Right. Dominus is the architect, but Dominus it's different. It's more insidious. You see, Dominus in your time, without technology and without, that a race of super humans evolved over time that were they were more super than human now, and they actually see themselves as an independent race
Okay.
aside from humanity. And they want to see an Earth for them, that they are the heirs to this planet. That the idea that such a timeline could be avoided would mean that they would never exist. So if it's us or them, it has to be us. So Dominus represents the interests of his species to ensure that this world is essentially terraformed for them.
Yeah, it's for them.
And setting the timeline right to be even better for them, rather than in this strange future apocalyptic war between these humans and metas that live in your time fighting over territory. They was like, nah, if there's no superheroes, they won't survive that future.
Right. Not to mention the future Earth's in shambles. Coming back now, it's still like salvageable.
Dominus is like they see themselves as an uplifted race, an ascendant race.
Okay. And
therefore humanity is nothing more than a pest infestation.
Right. So Masshole shares it with you guys. Like it's like pulling it. You can see it's kind of like fighting. The mask is trying to close itself, and he's kind of like pulling at it, and then it snaps back and covers its face again. And everything's clear now, and the puzzle pieces fall into place, and he basically shares that information.
Messed up.
Yeah. It's like, God, we're in trouble. Dominus is here to purge the Earth for a meta future for him and his own kind. He's trying to wipe out the Earth and make it his own.
It's like a flare at first going into the air. And then where the park is there's a path down to, it looks like in the U.S. how everything looks like the Congress building. It's like the city hall looks like the Congress building, but it's a city hall, and it's a little flare. And then when it hits the building, it does that umbrella envelope like you saw over Phoenix. But it's that same blue tinge of everything in there has been time slowed. It's been blue shifted, and everything in there. It's the same slowed time that you were trapped in on top of the roof. Now envelops the city hall, and that's a concern.
Jeez.
So it's not like there's other heroes who are around to deal with something like that, but Infinity is making her move.
Well, I need to clear a condition. I've got two now. Guilty or insecure. So I can either make a sacrifice to absolve guilt, or I can take foolhardy action without talking to your team. So this happens. He just kind of looks around at you guys, and then just like drops down into the floor, basically.
I have to do this alone.
Yeah, basically. So then it closes up behind him, so you guys aren't able to follow him in.
And so
Oh, no, actually,
so much for all your hard work.
As he drops away, head pops back for a moment and says, Soul, those muffins meant the world to me. And then goes back down again.
and so Soul's just like, no, wait, no, stop.
If I'm to be here, I have to be there.
You did good. Wait, no, stop.
All right, so Soul, you feeling you got to go after him?
Yep.
Can I clear my insecurity in that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in whatever danger you want me in.
Throwing yourself right into...
whatever danger you want me in, I'm there, Justin.
Why is this jackass trying to play hero? We need to work together. Now that I've had this pep talk of us being together.
Can you poof
did anyone listen to me? This is why I don't try.
Can you poof us over there?
Hey, Boomerang Kid, where did he go? Oh no, of course I know where he went. He went to City Hall.
That way.
Yeah. Is it like far away that we need to teleport?
You could just run towards it.
Yeah, but how long would it take versus the amount of time that he's like? It's taken literally zero time to get there.
It's like the other side of Trinity Bellwoods Park. It's just run like 5 blocks.
Not good enough.
We need to go now. All right.
Not good enough. Poof us.
Poof.
Cool. I'm gonna go for the poof.
Okay. Do you want to unleash your powers to really time is of the essence? You want to drop yourself in? Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna unleash the powers.
Yeah, I like the randomness of that.
For me,
that's a good.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a good.
That's an 11.
Okay. On a hit, you do it. That's what it says.
Cool.
Pot? Maybe.
Sweet.
Okay.
Cool.
What's going on over there?
I'm just looking at this whole to clear your hopelessness, fling yourself into easy relief. Is that?
Yeah.
try pot
have
for
a
the first
massage.
time? Like, a massage. There we go.
Go on a bender, head out into an alleyway, and just start fighting with people.
Oh man, I'm 12.
Yeah, whatever that may.
I'm gonna go play an
Maybe
arcade.
yeah, maybe just go to the arcade
just
and
fuck
just
off somewhere and go to the arcade and play games.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It worked for them in Stranger Things. All right.
Sure it did. Yeah. So you unleash your potential and
Yeah, and we like teleport there.
Okay, so you arrive on the edge of the bubble of time, and you see inside people are like the doors are open and they're trying to run out, but they're all like slowly moving in, but this is a field of energy. It's not magic. It can be something that can be worked through. There might be a way to shield yourself from these effects. You got a tinkerer on your team. You have people moving in, but you can also see like this glowing light from inside City Hall of it's the same. It's Dominus. It's Dominus.
so can I do an assist the situation on this
sure.
kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not rolling so great. 5 plus, what am I?
It's a superior.
Superior. Oh no, just a 5.
Okay, so
That's
you're feeling hopeless again. Are you still hopeless?
I'm still hopeless, yes.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
marking another condition.
Okay.
Um,
Take another one of the...
and
things.
you don't get to ask your questions, but I've already leaked you an answer that use your gadgets and shield yourself from the time, and you can still probably get in there and not be affected by the time as long as the gadgets don't get damaged. And it's hard to tell from out here if the people that are in there are also being affected or not. But they're taking City Hall.
Let's just throw wild comic book science out there. I pull out these small little gadgets, slap it on all of your wrists, and say, okay.
You hear the sirens of first responders now coming down the road because you're still in real time out here.
Right.
And you're going to have to make a decision on do you go
When
in
we
or do
go
you
in,
out?
it'll take a moment, but the wrist thingies will time us to the delay in the slow action, and it'll start to revert it back into a regular action.
They'll make our bodies vibrate.
They'll make
and
our
a
bodies
different-
vibrate and pulse, and we'll fall into line with the proper
A
action.
resonance sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So cool.
Yeah, and you actually already see when you turn it on where that wall of blue is in front of you. You can already see it kind of like move in, like it's being pushed out of the way like a fog, and so it's like you'll have a
bubble around
bubble
us.
of real time around you that isn't dilated.
Let's go and just start running in.
Where
Well,
did
actually,
I
you're
end
not
up?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where-
you're.
So
Can
where
I-
see me?
did you end up?
I think maybe inside, right
So-
inside the bubble.
So the three of you are going to head in there. We haven't found out where you ended
Yeah.
up yet. I know
Okay.
where it is.
Can I add that as a piece of gear?
Yes, you can. Add that
I'm
as a
keeping this.
gear. Now you're entering battle against a dangerous foe as a team, more or less. Who would we say is team leader in this scene?
I would say Boomerang. I mean, based
for
on
now?
well, based on you literally just saw the situation where like I know how to handle this. Take this technology. We're going
Yeah,
in.
take the
Sure.
lead.
Okay.
Also, Boomerang, what is the cool name that you give to this piece of tech?
Do you have influence over every
The
teammate?
synchronizer. I do. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Synchronizer.
Synchronizer.
The chrononizer.
That's- Yeah. The synchronizer. Yeah.
The chrono sync.
I like the synchronizer.
Synchro-
That just
synchro-
rolls nicely.
Synchronizer? Yeah, I like that.
Chrono. Yeah, that's good. So, do you have influence over every teammate?
I believe I do. Yeah. In some way, right? I think.
Yeah. Well, you should be writing that down every time you hold
I
influence.
do.
over-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it all here.
If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, what is your purpose in this fight?
My purpose.
Yeah. Are you here to rescue? Are you here to stop Dominus? Are you here to fix the timeline? What you're running into Dominus, who is assaulting and likely Infinity. You don't know. If
I feel like
Is
he
it
doesn't know
Dominus?
enough, but he needs to stop whatever they're here for a reason. So he needs to stop that.
yeah.
We don't know yet, but whatever it is, he's here at this building for a particular reason, and we have to stop that.
Yeah.
Is it all the villains that we saw? They're all there? Or?
Well, Vortex's effects are here.
Okay.
Dominus's color is coming through the
Cool.
windows.
Okay, cool.
We don't know where Vortex is.
Got it.
But yes, he will be.
Okay.
Spoiler.
I want to say, like, my motivation in this kind of thing is, like, I'm a
They're
shit
operating
disturber.
like a group that's anti your group.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a shit disturber and I'm a prankster, but, like, I do have that kind of thing that, like, I do still kind of care about, like, the vulnerable, like, marginalized people. That's, like, just an instilled value. Like, I punch up rather than punching down. Mm-hmm. So I'm just, like, he's effectively trying to eradicate, like, all of these, like, indigenous people and other...
If you're all in it for the same reasons, you
Yeah.
get another team.
Yeah.
It's more of like, no, I'm here to save people. Like, no, I'm here to kill people. Like the... Okay.
I think we're here to
Yep.
prevent
here
them
to
from
prevent
doing what
this from
again.
happening.
Again.
Yeah.
No one mistrusts Boomerang Kid.
Nope,
No.
not at all.
And you are ill prepared or off balance.
I would say maybe I'm not there, so maybe that throws that out the window.
Well, so
Down a man. You
Yeah.
don't know where they are.
Off balance, yeah.
So you're going
balance,
in.
I
You're going in
suppose.
with 5 team, which is pretty dope.
okay. I turn to Boomerang real quick and say, if you pass me that last synchronizer, I can get it to Mass Hole.
Oh, okay. And
The
they hand it to you.
for
Okay.
the new
So
players
hang
at
on
the
to
table,
Make it count.
team pool can be spent during scenes to assist other team members. You would spend team pool, and you would give them a +1 to their roll.
Okay.
But you are giving it to another team member.
Do we
right?
decide that before or
when,
after they roll?
when they're doing a move,
When
when
they-
be like, you have
yeah.
to also be able to explain how you're able to assist and help
Yeah.
with that roll, but you
Yeah.
spend the team move.
So if they
You
roll a
can-
6 and trying to do something, like then you can be like, oh, I'm going to spend a team pool to make it a 7, which makes it successful. But you actually have
Okay.
to be doing something to provide.
Okay,
So
but it's
the
after the
team
roll.
leader can always mark a condition as well to avoid removing a team from the pool.
Oh.
And when the team member, if you want to spend team on yourself, you are acting selfishly. You would say how your actions ignore or insult your team members. You would remove one team from the pool and shift a label of your choice. And you can use this option after rolling to alter the label you're rolling with. So
Yeah.
to answer your question, you would be using team with your team to help them before the roll, but after you screw up a roll, if you're like, I want that roll to be better, you can instead be a selfish jerk, and you can use the team yourself to push that label up into friendlier territory to give you that. So like where Boomerang just failed assessed by only 1 point, they could have opted to use team to push that up 1 level, but in doing so had to also insult someone. Right, so it comes at the cost of you being, a
And-
jerk.
You can only spend one team unless you have an ability that says you can spend more than one.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, like
the
I have
beacon
an
has
ability.
a 2-team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so you're
that
the
allows
only
me to
one.
use two.
Like none of us were capped.
That is just the explanation on team pool.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had a chance to use
Hooray.
it. So the 3 of you move your way into City Hall. The City Hall employees, you're moving too fast for them to really even register. They'll have seen you, but like out of the corner of their eye, because you're like blurs, given how they're kind of in a pocket. For the fan of the group, Dr. Infinity does not have this kind of range on their time pocket portal powers. This is, it's been dialed up. So, like, and have heard of, and you've seen in the news, Dr. Infinity can, like, create pockets of time, fast and slow pockets. But of this scale, there's something amplified.
I relay that information to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
There might be some sort of device or something that's amplifying it.
So.
Could be.
In the hallway up, it's gonna be in the main chambers is where something's going down. You can see like there's a door that's blowing out and it's all like so everything's you're kind of moving through the debris. And where we find you went right to Dominus.
Okay.
You went right into the center of City Hall. You went right into the chamber halls and you dropped right in the center and Dominus went swoop. And Dominus has matter control powers.
Okay.
And was able to just like throw you up into a cage made of like the wooden beams from the floor. Just
Okay.
and just
Yeah.
kind of picked you up and put you into it. And I went and you mean obviously recognizes immediately from your outfit where and when you're from.
Yeah.
And begins to pontificate
Oh,
in
great.
your direction about
Let's
your
play it.
kind cannot stop the inevitable from becoming reality. And it just begins to continue preaching and just like Dr. Infinity rolling her eyes.
So I want to like. Are we here? Do we
You
see
are
this?
moving towards this, yeah, and you can hear the pontificating.
Okay, are we able to see the scene at all?
Yeah.
I want to like, because that's like, as we know, that's kind of unusual for Doctor Infinity to have these powers. I want to try and assess the situation, and see like what is it that's like. Is there anything I can glean from this that's like inflating this?
And if there's a situation of like, if we have an idea, like something where I was like, can you teleport Infinity away from whatever the hell it is she's typing on? Is that something that has to happen to take action, or?
Well, you can just say that. You can.
It's yeah. I mean, let's assess the situation, and I know the answers to this
Cool.
now because I've had 3 seconds to think about it.
Sick.
Cool. So I'm going to assess the situation.
Nice. I think
Sure.
7.
Yeah.
That turned into a 7.
Well, I get +3, so it's
Oh.
a 10.
Oh, it's a full-on 10.
So it's even better.
God dang it! Someone's got to shift that label down. Get rid of all the adults who do that. So you get to ask 2 questions.
So I want to see.
And they don't have to be like, you can just ask like in the spirit of those questions. So you want us to know what was going on with, so
how are the powers getting
to
inflated? Like,
answer
what's
the one question, I mean, what Dr. Infinity has is a machine similar. It's still like Gearmaster's machinery from the rooftop that they were using. And it's one of those balls of light that Dr. Infinity can create that controls time. Is like in a lens and in a box that is taking that power and is just overpowering. So it's not actually Dr. Infinity generating it as they've put their power into a bottle and they've cranked it up into this machine that's creating that umbrella like a time bomb.
So I'm gonna like while
And
we're
as
running,
long
I'm
as
gonna.
they can focus it and channel it in, it'll keep running. But as we know from the rooftop, they're supposed to be unstable.
Yeah, and I want to see like who here is most vulnerable to me. Or sorry, how can we best end this quickly? Actually,
How can we best end this quickly? Pull the plug on Dr. Infinity.
cool.
Get that machine off.
I'm
Because
gonna-
the minute time returns to real, they lose their advantage.
So I see this, and because I noticed this when I was assessing the situation, so I'm going to turn to Soul and be like, hey, like we need to shut that thing off. Have you like
And
have you got any of these?
they're both wearing armbands that are, of an infinity design.
Sure.
That are canceling out this event.
Yeah.
All
Some
right.
gadget.
Have you got anything that you can like use to shut that thing down?
Do I
Asking
have
Soul.
like an EMP
Like some
bomb
kind of trick
thing?
shot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With like an EMP bomb
Yeah,
kind
do
of
you wanna unleash
situation?
your
Yeah.
powers?
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds like unleashing your powers to reshape, or do you want, or is that a
Where are we?
yeah?
Directly
Unleashing your powers
engage?
is to overcome an obstacle, and I feel like a machine like that would be overcoming an obstacle,
Yeah.
and that would be your freak roll.
Oh man, but I have like a yeah.
Or-
that's a
or-
-1 to that.
Or
Here, I got something.
or you can, but keep
But
in mind you've got
we've
team
got
pool,
team.
right? People are helping
Yeah.
you overcome your.
I've got
Small
something. From the cage essentially. Maybe I can't. My powers aren't working in here, but I
Yeah.
can still talk. And I say, Soul,
Wait.
Yeah, because you're every time you've generated a portal, you've pulled it
Yeah.
open. So as long as your hands are locked into the cage, you can't pull a portal open if you can't bring
Cool.
your hands
Well,
together.
do you see-
And that's
'cause-
that's the rule. Is your hands need to be able to create that somatic
Yeah.
effect.
Cool.
Because one thing I want to know: do you see us? Because they like the villains haven't seen us yet, right?
I don't know. Maybe like
Oh, no one sees you 3 walk in because Dominus is pontificating
Yeah.
and it's just like
I'm
in
just
it.
stuck in a cage looking for some way.
And
to,
then
like,
you're just
and
in
I
the
see-
door and you
I'm-
see the
yeah.
3. Da-da-da-da. Oh,
Well, the other thing too is
and those city
the villains,
councilors like jumping
Yeah.
over seats and.
the villains aren't expecting to see any of you. They don't know you guys exist here,
Yeah.
right?
They think
don't-
that you've come from
They think
the
I'm the
future.
only one. Yeah. So I'm giving away that information by I yell down to Soul. I'm using the ability. You haven't learned you can do that yet.
What is this?
So
He is going to tell who you are going to become.
yeah.
Oh snap!
I know
Soul,
who
I know.
you are.
Believe me, Soul, I know. You may not think that you have powers, but you have incredible abilities.
Shit, I am Deku.
God damn it.
You let that arrow fly, and it will hit the bullseye. So you can use my superior as a +2 instead of your freak to do exactly what you want to do.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, so I'm gonna take a shot at that. At I guess the
who you're
the
born
big
to
old
be.
the big
Exactly.
old generator dealy, and take a shot with like an EMP
This is,
bomb.
I think, where our episode's
and
gonna end.
Trick arrow. please. Oh, that is a 9 on the dice.
Plus
so
the
Plus
superior.
plus 2
11.
is 11. So I took that shot.
On a hit, you do it.
I
We did it.
do that. I do that.
So you get that shock. You get, I know who you're going to be. You can do this, and you can roll with the superior. And just as that happens, it kind of turns. But your trick shot goes, and it like cuts the
gadget off
the
the arm.
gadget off the arm. It slices right into the lens. It goes, and for a minute, like everything stops, and then there's like a crack in the glass, and then it just like spills out this whiteness as everything just comes back in, and people are like running. The doors collapse, and Infinity collapses to the ground like unconscious, and Dominus is foiled. You cannot stop the inevitability, and creates like the ceiling just opens up with his matter control, and he's already been flying. He's like, and he just retreats immediately, as that's going on, where I want to end on a bit of a cliffhanger is we didn't know where Vortex was. And as Dominus leaves, the influence over the cage withers, and you're able to just like snap and open the cage and get down. And just as you get down to the ground, you look up, and there at the entrance where you came in is Vortex standing there, black hole chest. Like, I don't know if you've seen the crazy picture from that deck of cards. He's got like this like trench coat hat and this like device with this generating black hole in his chest that grows, and he can suck objects or persons into his chest vortex and rant about past incidents and escapades, as another move he has.
Okay.
And when he shows up and you're like ready to get into a fight, he turns off his device. And he goes, "This isn't what I signed up for. I can help you change it back.
Oh, snap.
And we'll team up with the Vortex next week for the final episode." They failed. I didn't think they would. I was kind of hoping to have a bit of a moment of a public declaration of power, but you chased them off real quickly, and a lot of it had to do with your foolhardiness that changed things. So Dominus has one last trick up his sleeve, one last episode before we have to wrap up, and we will do that in the next hour next week.
I was just wondering about this team moves thing.
Yeah.
Because like my whole thing is like I wasn't
Yeah.
trusting in everyone as a team,
Yeah.
and then like kind of learned to put my trust
Yeah.
in other people rather than going
Yeah.
foolhardy on my own.
Yeah.
Do I mark potential if I show them as someone who's part of a team?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
We will pick up on that like we did last week at the beginning of the next episode. We got some start of session stuff
Yep.
as we're in there now, like picking up the pieces in the city hall and
Edit
dealing
this
with
out.
Vortex and a captured Dr. Infinity. But Dominus is free, and we don't know what their ultimate plans are. I mean, I think our Harbinger probably knows.
Some clues are
Connect some
showing
more
themselves.
dots. We'll
Yeah.
connect some more dots in the next
Yeah.
episode, and we will. Don't forget to keep marking potential. You're almost
one
there.
more.
Yeah, you're one more from getting up there.
I got one more, too.
Well, then really
I got my
quickly,
first.
Nice.
tell me what, Beacon, did you grow closer to the team?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Who made you feel most welcome? The person who told you you were going to be.
Yeah.
So clear influence or mark potential. If you mark potential right now, you get to advance.
I'm going to mark potential.
And if you get to advance in the final episode, you'll get to be able to use a moment of truth.
What about me? I'm right there too.
Okay, did you grow as together as a team as well?
I mean, yeah, I feel like we did manage to work together as a team
so
in
mark
this last
potential.
little
We
moment.
did it. You did
Sick.
awesome.
and did you grow together as a team there, Harbinger? Even though you were captured?
I'm gonna make it
Grew closer to yourself?
yeah, grown into his own image of himself.
Okay, so you
Came over his
get to
insecurity.
shift one label up and another down.
Yeah.
And how about did you grow together?
I
as a
grew
team?
close to the team, yeah.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
mark a condition or clear, mark potential or clear a condition,
Cool, I'm going to mark potential.
and that's look at us, we'll all come together as a team. It's really a wonderful time. Yay!
All right.
Turns out that Harbinger was right all along.
Unlock my moment of truth.
Yeah, and I know that you got other options for advancement, and they're all kind of neat. But honestly, I would say do the moment of truth for the final episode. It's
Yeah.
really rad.
Yeah.
Those are like really great moments. And read them out, and because at that moment of truth, you get to read it to the table, and it's like, I am here kind of moment. It'll be great. So I am Justin. And being a hero is being here. That was the message that Team Mom told us.
Team Mom.
Team Mom.
Team Mom. Team Mom. But not Teen Mom. Or is it?
But, well, I mean, hey.
Yeah, kind of, though.
Actually, yeah. We are teenagers.
And you are.
I
With
am Cassie
Teen
D20
Mom.
Love Chew, the Team Mom, playing Soul.
And we are joined also around the table by...
Neil Tavares, who's playing the Boomerang Kid.
Adam Luker playing Massel.
And Leon Weinstein as Wisp, the
Ex-
delinquent with maybe a heart of gold. Maybe.
I think so, somewhere.
I mean, I think that heart might be worth something, the one on that uniform over there.
Uh-huh.
That might be a heart of gold. All right, see you next week, everyone. Be good to each other. The Terrible Warriors has new episodes out every Tuesday, and Masks will have its final episode next week. It's time to team up with some bad guys and save the timeline. And speaking of time, there is still time for you to head over to patreon.com/terriblewarriors and choose our next game. Which game would you like us to play in the new year? Shall we stay with Masks? Return to Paranoia? Return to Paranoia, rise up with the Spire, or travel into Forbidden Lands. A supporter of any amount can cast their vote right now, and you have until the end of the month. And you can follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors, but if you want to get to know us, come hang out in our Discord channel. Head to TerribleWarriors.com. There is a connect button on our homepage that will connect you to our server, and there you can say hi. Hang out with others who listen to the show, and maybe join in one of our listener gaming group games. We'd love to have you there. Masks is published by Magpie Games, and in this game, we're using material from the latest edition of Unbound, which included a whole new set of playbooks and play sets to play in. Go check them out, and let them know the Terrible Warriors sent you. Those Terrible Warriors are heroes in a timeline that never was. Adam Luker, Neil Tavares, Cassie Chui, and Leon Weinstein. Game Master Justin Ecock, that's me, telling you we'll see you next week, right here on the Terrible Warriors.